Hey guys, Soldier5 here with episode number 65 of our West Brom career mode. This is the season finale, and we're kicking it off in the semi-finals, taking on Manchester City, and we've got the 4-2 lead. Obviously 4 away goals for us. We just need to hold on. Don't go too attacking, don't go too defensive, just play as we normally would, and we should be able to get through this one. It's 6 minutes in. Kai Havertz plays the ball to Reece James. He's going to work the ball upfield to Tonali. And we're just already starting off the same way we finished the last one, as Havertz tried to get past his man there, but De Bruyne pings the ball over the top to Sane, drills it across to Wesley, takes it down. Diallo looks to clear it, only as far as Sterling, and he nodded into the back of the net. But luckily for us, somehow, that counted as an offside goal. I believe it deflected off of Wesley, which caused it to be offside. I'm not sure if that would have been offside in real life, but we got lucky there because of EA's bad game development. But Sane to Tagliafico, they're just working around the ball. This is classic Pep Guardiola style here, as Rodri pings one over the top to Sterling, takes it down really nicely there actually. Can't quite get past Mendy, but Cancelo plays the ball to Foden, and they're just working it between them as Sterling gets back to his feet. Rodri plays it to Maya. Maya holds up the ball. He's going to play it out wide to... Well, he actually decides to go centrally to Rodri, sorry, my bad. As Maya to Wesley. Loves scoring against us, Wesley. As Foden. 28 minutes in, City are right back into this one. With Phil Foden, the youngster, getting him back in. It was, if you remember the goal De Bruyne scored against us in the league, it's very, very similar to that one. So he's obviously learnt from the best. As Alvarez looks to get us kind of back on terms in this game and kind of re-add that safety net that we had as Havertz takes down the ball, strikes one just wide of the post into the side netting. Not the side netting we want though, but you can see here we're being dominated by Pep Guardiola. 60% possession for him, 40 for us. We've had one shot off target, or all of our shots off target, sorry, and they've had the majority of the shots. So, going into the second half, I don't know what I needed to do, I just needed to change something. So I brought on Harper. He's going to play the ball to Mendy. Mendy upfield to Havertz. Havertz through to Alvarez. He's through on goal. He's got the better of Tagliafico here. And he's got the better of him for pace as well. 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's one of the worst shots you'll see on his life. And we... well, coincidentally, he did get subbed off after that. It wasn't because of that shot. I already had the substitute in the offing. And Chukwueze comes on just to add a little bit of pace and a bit of kind of freshness to the squad. As just before the hour mark, De Bruyne plays the ball to Munir. Munir back to De Bruyne. As De Bruyne charges, shoots. Very close to getting them back on level terms on aggregate. Obviously, we would be going through on away goals there in that situation, though. As we head the ball back to Collins. Collins heads it over the top to Harper. Harper actually wins that header against De Bruyne, luckily for us. As Chukwueze looks to use his new kind of fresh speed. But in the end, he decides to go out to Reece James because he was being pressed so much in the middle by these City players. Havertz looks to break through, shoots it. It's one of the nicest shots we've had this season, but unfortunately for us, it didn't quite go in. It was a really nice shot, though. At 74 minutes in, we're going to work our way out from the back from a free kick. We give away the ball straight to Rodri, to Phil Foden, to De Bruyne. De Bruyne holds it up, waits for a man to make a run. In the end, he decides to go at himself. He dinks it over the top, can't quite get it to Munir. Diallo struggles to clear the ball as Harper to Havertz, turns right into the path of Rodri. Rodri through to Phil Foden, looks to get the better of Harper. Harper, I thought I could get onto that ball. I thought I could slide and scoop the ball away from him. And he ended up just completely taking the man. None of the ball. Completely the man. Obviously, that's going to be a red card. We're going to be down to 10 men for the final 12 minutes of the game. And they have a penalty. See how pissed off I am. Aubameyang doesn't care for some reason. Higazi didn't look like he cared either. But Sane steps up. Collins goes the right way, but just slightly too slow to react there. And the score is 4-4 on aggregate. We will still be going through. And with 30 seconds left in the game, we dink the ball across. Luckily for us, we win that header, but he head it straight to De Bruyne. And De Bruyne, with 3 minutes injury time, De Bruyne charging forward, plays the ball to the goal scorer, Sane. Sane's got options in the middle to aim at. Reece James defends nicely. Collins palms it straight into the path of Rodri. He's going to strike it. Well blocked. And Foden is there to nod it in to the open net. And as you can see, we haven't even got enough time to start an attack. We bottled it in the Champions League because of that man right there, Phil Foden, the young English talent. And we will not be going to the Champions League final. We will not be playing Liverpool. We got absolutely outdone. Not a single shot on target. Just a piss poor performance in the game that mattered the most. As we move into the Premier League, we're taking on Newcastle at St James's Park. And we need to win these last 2 games if we want to secure the Premier League title, because we are still in a race against Liverpool because of that draw we got in the previous episode. So we're 14 minutes in. They're on the attack. We do not want to be seeing this. We're in poor form, really. We bottled the Liverpool game. We were 2-0 up in that. We bottled the City game. And now we just need a performance. We need a win to get our confidence back for this game and then the final game of the season. As Marlon played through, gets the better of Caldara. He's one-on-one with Nathan Ake, his fellow countryman. Gets the better of him for pace. Cuts back inside, strikes it. It's blocked. And it will be cleared away by Yedley. And only as far as Dave Scott, who nods it right back into the danger zone to Vinicius Jr. He's playing it essentially to Havertz. Havertz holding up the ball, waiting for someone to pass to. Can't really find anyone, so he's forced to play it actually really nicely to Vinicius Jr., but a shot is blocked by Ake. Dave Scott back to Havertz, through to Marlon, and he strikes it. Finally, we're kind of getting back onto our form, scoring the type of goals we normally score. Marlon makes it 1-0. You can see it took us 41 minutes to score that goal. The confidence just isn't there in some of these players. And it's at the worst possible time this season as Lopez just mugs off Dave Scott there. Mateta luckily has his shot blocked there by us as we can start the counter-attack with Dave Scott. Gets away from Lopez quite nicely. He's got men making runs ahead of him in Alvarez and Marlon. He goes for Alvarez out wide. What's he going to do? He's going to cut inside and he strikes it with a lot of power on his left foot there. Doubling our lead. Celebrating with the West Brom fans, the travelling West Brom fans. And we've doubled our lead. That should be the 3 points wrapped up because Newcastle aren't performing too well this season. But I really need to score more goals to get this goal confidence, this goal scoring confidence up, the goal difference up in the league just in case it goes down to that. We just need as many goals as possible. And with Alvarez charging down this right hand side, gets the better of Ake there nicely, lays it across to Tonali. He's there. Very, very fortunate there that actually kind of took the deflection off the defender and looped over the top of the keeper. But it doesn't matter how you score them as long as they go in. Tonali's going to celebrate that one. 3-0. That should be the 3 points packed up. And you can see there, it's just telling every West Brom fan at home, everyone watching, just calm down. We're not in a crisis. We've still got this. We're in control of our own destiny because we are first in the league. As Marlon, we're still on the attack. We've got 3 goals. We want more. Once again, Alvarez down this right-hand side is the main kind of provider. As Marlon through to Vinicius Jr. one-on-one, takes a touch, gets it onto a stronger right foot, sets himself, strikes it into the back of the net. 4-0. Now, I think every one of our main attackers have scored apart from Havertz, actually. So we need a Havertz goal just to make this the perfect attacking game. And we also need the clean sheet to make it the perfect defensive game. As they switch the play quite nicely there to Yedlin. Takes a touch, but he takes a bit too long to make the pass as Lewis intercepts and plays the ball to Vinicius Jr. Vinny Jr. got option in the middle in Havertz, who needs to score this game to kind of make it, as I said, the perfect attacking performance. Back to Vinny. He's going to thread one through to Marlon. Eventually it's going to find its way to Havertz, who on his stronger left foot. All the power behind that one in the world. And bang! 5-0, a 5-star performance from the team. All 4 of our attacking players have scored in this game. And Alvarez has been the main contributor to this game. Down that right-hand side, he's played really, really well. Once again, showing he wants to be in this team ahead of Mbappe in the next season. And, well, there we go. The game ends 5-0. And we move into the final game of the season. You can see here, no title celebrations at St James's Park. The title is not yet wrapped up. Liverpool must have won. This will be going down to the final day. Pressure. All the pressure is on. We're away at Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. It's going to be a tough one. Chukwueze, well, I guess this will be his final game if he does play. It will be his final game before he departs to Italy, to Turin, to play for Piemonte Calcio, aka Juventus. But yeah, this is a very, very important game. The biggest game of the season. You can see we've broken the 100 goal mark. We've broken the 100 point mark. But we lose today. Liverpool win. Liverpool get the Premier League title. We bottle it. So we need a win. Or a draw. A win or a draw will be fine. But we do want the win just to kind of make it that extra bit safe. Because at this point, I didn't know if it went down to head-to-head. And obviously, against Liverpool, I think we drew both our games against Liverpool this season. So, when Bournemouth came out and started like that with that shot, really not what I wanted to see as Dave Scott takes down the ball. He finds Havertz, going to turn, play the ball into Vinicius Jr. You can see there Liverpool actually just scored, and I think they went 1-0 up as Tonali takes down the ball, dribbles brilliantly, tries to strike it and sneak it in at the near post, but there's a great save by the Bournemouth keeper there to keep the scores level. From the throw-in, Davies down his left-hand side, threads the ball through to Duarte, but Reece James is there. He wants to lift the Premier League title this game. He doesn't want it to go to Liverpool. As Mendy down the left-hand side charges past Otavo. 1-on-1 with Stacey. Plays it through to Kai Havertz as Vinicius Jr. kind of dummies over the top of the ball. He will receive the ball in the box. 1-on-1 with the keeper. 15 minutes in. That goal right there could be the goal to secure us the Premier League title. And you know what he's saying? He's saying, bring me my baby. Bring me my Premier League baby. Premier League medal for him. Premier League trophy for him. Vinicius Jr. wants it just as much as everyone else. Reece James defends really nicely left, causes Davies to cut back inside on his weaker foot. Tonali's clearance is a bit poor there though as he plays it right into the path of player. And they have another chance here with Duarte to whip the ball across some players there. Very fortunate that one didn't go in. As Havertz wins this header. Nods it down to Dave Scott. Dave Scott out wide to Vinicius Jr. Marlon gets the ball intercepted by Grilic. Lobotka out to Otavio. To player. They're just causing the counter-attacks here. Grilic to Moise Kean. Moise Kean cuts past. Lobotka strikes it back through to Moise Kean. His first initial strike is saved, but he heads home the rebound. 1-1 is the score. Not what you want to be seeing. 23 minutes in. Bournemouth have come to play. Bournemouth are playing for nothing. If you look at the Premier League table, Bournemouth are playing for nothing. But they just want to ruin it for us. Obviously, the club, they buy all their players from Liverpool. That's why they want to do it. But again, Tonali trying to sneak it in at that near post. The keeper once again, though, this time has it covered again. That's 33 minutes in. Grilic plays the ball to player. Turns, he's got the option to strike. He decides to go back to Grilic. He strikes it at the near post, but Collins once again has it saved. As we're really, really lucky there. Player. We play it straight to him. He dinks it over the top. And it hits the crossbar. We do eventually clear the ball away, but we do not want to be making mistakes like that. That will cost us the title. Just before the hour mark, Tammy Abraham's come on. Kai Havertz plays the ball to Marlon. Gets away from Diop nicely. Gets intercepted by Duarte. And we're just struggling to get past this defence. Look how many men they got back. 6 men back. Tonali plays the ball through to Marlon. Tries to sneak it in. And he cuts back inside and tries to sneak it in. Again, it's cleared away. One more opportunity. 71 minutes in. They clear the ball away to the edge of the box. Diallo heads it back into Marlon. Takes it down. Strikes it. Blocked. Cleared upfield. Reece James is going to nod this one down to Tonali. First time into Havertz. Look at this. Look how many men. They've got 10 men in front of their own goals. Havertz trying to sneak through. Shoots. Blocked. Obviously, it's going to be blocked. Davies up to Keane. Keane's going to take it down quite nicely and plays it back out to Davies. Davies holds it up. Waits for some runners. Now they're getting all the men forward because they're trying to counter-attack us. As Duarte plays the ball through to Moise Kean. He lays it off to Otavio. And 76 minutes into the game. Bournemouth make it 2-1. I know. We bottled the Champions League. And now we've bottled the league. 78 minutes into the game though. Vinicius Jr. breaks past the back line. 2 men in the middle to aim at. Decides to go his own. As opposed to Marlon. Great save by the keeper. He is looking unbeatable. After we scored that goal, we just cannot tuck one past him as Marlon receives the ball, gets the better of the defensive line. He palms it right into the path of Havertz and thank the Lord that Havertz just tucked that one home. He's going to go grab the ball just in case because you want to get right back into this action. We want to score another one and win this game. But thank God we are not losing this game as Reece James out on this right hand side cuts back inside, lays it across to Havertz. Once again blocked by the Bournemouth defence. Otavio to Grilic. They're just playing it around the back and we're struggling. 3 minutes left in this one. Kai Havertz plays the ball to Alvarez. Alvarez is going to play it up to Vinicius Jr. Intercepted as Billing receives the ball and plays it to Duarte. Out to Lobotka. Lobotka drills it upfield to Keane. Keane plays it through to Otavio. 89th minute with 45 seconds. There's 15 seconds left in this game. We're into injury time. The ball's played out to Duarte. Whipped across. Once again, thank God that was not a good delivery and they didn't score from that. Because with 30 seconds left, Diallo clears the ball upfield. Havertz nods it down. Marlon the final whistle is blown. And we have won the Premier League. We've beaten Liverpool to the title. A draw was all it took. We got very, very fortunate after going 2-1 down in this game. But we will be lifting the Premier League title. Our name will be engraved in the history books as the Premier League champions for this season. All of these men will go down in West Brom folklore. I hope to myself would go down in West Brom folklore. But we are not done, as I will tell you at the end of the episode. But you can see here, Reece James captaining us for this season. Didn't get to lift the FA Cup last season because I wanted Hegazi to have that offer in his final kind of playing season. We gave it to him to lift that one. This will be the first trophy that Reece James lifts as our captain. And what a trophy to lift. Reece James, both hands on it. And here we go. The champions of England. We've beaten Liverpool to it. We've beaten City to it. These boys deserve all the praise in the world. Marlon, Vinicius Jr., Havertz, freaking Chukwueze, Alvarez, Tonali, Dave Scott, Zagadou, Diallo, Jamal Lewis, Mendy, who joined us mid-season, Collins, even the people on the bench, the people that left us mid-season, Burke, all he's contributed to this team before he left. Çalhanoğlu. It's a shame that Çalhanoğlu couldn't be here for this one. We will be sending him a Premier League medal. Even if the Premier League don't allow it, I'll give him my own, because he deserves one just as much as some of these boys. And Aubameyang's got a Premier League medal. I don't think he got one at Arsenal. So it's great to see some of these boys and the achievements they've caused this season. We've broken the 100 points record. We've broken the 100 goals record. It's just brilliant to see the performances this season by some of these lads. As you can see, it did go down to goal difference. Both teams ended on 102 points. Liverpool did win their final game, but their goal difference, we scored 14 more goals to them, and we did concede 2 more. But as you can see here, top 4 is actually quite different. City finished 5th, Arsenal 6th, Spurs 7th. As you can see, Bournemouth were playing for nothing, really, there. And we go to the relegated sides. It will be Stoke, Aston Villa, and Sheffield United going down. Sheffield United conceded 98 goals. But you can see here, Marlon, 38 goals in 38 games. Havertz with 25 and 38. Not too bad for him. Havertz also got 26 assists. Marlon got 22. Vinicius got 13 and Tonali got 12 from that deep position. 12 assists from there is really good. 18 clean sheets for Collins, puts him joint second with Ederson. And Alisson finished that one first. We're going to reject this offer from Chelsea to go manage them. We look at the final scout report for the season. As we go through the winners of competitions, FA Cup was won by Liverpool. Carabao Cup was won by Manchester United. Champions League was won by the team that beat us, Man City. They beat Liverpool 1-0. Europa League was won by Chelsea 2-1, the team that looked to try and sign us just then. As we go through the most appearances, that will be Reece James with 51 appearances. 1 in the Community Shield, 1 in the FA Cup. Played every single Premier League game and every single Champions League game available to us. 46 goals total for Marlon, 32 for Havertz, 25 for Vinicius Jr., 11 for Chukwueze, 8 for Alvarez, 7 for Dave Scott's really good actually. And as we go down the list, Livermore scored as well, which is really good to see. Havertz got 30 assists, 29 for Marlon actually. Them two have been really, really good with their goal contributions this season. Marlon and Havertz. It's brilliant to see. And there's a couple of names chipping in there with a couple of assists, like Gallardo got 1 assist. Collins got 23 clean sheets in total this season from 49 games played. Not too bad, not too bad. As for the overalls, you can see that our highest overall change is Su Zhao, who went up 11 overall. But I will tell you now whilst we go through these overalls, next season is going to be quite different. There's going to be no Premier League games, no FA Cup or Carabao Cup games. It will be only Champions League gameplay. So the next season's probably going to be only about 5 episodes long. I will show, if we get to the final, I'll show that. So if we get to the final of the FA Cup and the Champions League and the final game of the Premier League, I will show them. But yeah, the next season should be about 5 episodes long as we look to kind of secure our place in the history books for West Brom. And yeah, Then we will move on from West Brom once we've won the Champions League. We'll move on to a different club. We'll try and set some parameters around that club, maybe some challenges that we could do. We could go to Germany, France, Spain, Italy, I don't know, America. We could go wherever. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very special episode. We won the Premier League. On to the next season where we will win the Champions League. I can promise you that. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.